Hello viewers, this is your SSK and today we have an interesting story from Chandamama and the name of the story is Secret of a Smile. Prasanna of Anand Parbat was a hard-working fellow. He would always be seen with a smile and his face would ever remain bright. Because of this, people used to notice him. One day, a rich man, Dharmachand, arrived in Anand Parbat. He had come from Dhanapur wishing to settle down in Anand Parbat. He rented a huge house on banks of Kabini river and engaged several servants to look after the place. Soon, the prominent people of Anand Parbat made it a point to call on him and discuss the problems of the place. Despite his wealth and the comforts he enjoyed, Dharmachand always appeared sad-faced. When people noticed his sorrow-laden face, they paid fewer visits to him, lest added to his worries. One of them, however, took courage in advising him, "Sir, there is a young man here, Prasanna by name. He always put on a pleasant face. You have only to look at his face and whatever sorrow you have will vanish in no time. Why don't you take him in your employment?" Dharmachand accepted his advice and employed Prasanna as his personal servant. He soon found out what his master required at what time. He ensured that it was given to him and that nothing was left wanting. He took particular care in keeping his master's bedroom spick and span. There was not a dust particle on any of the furniture. He also saw to it that Dharmachand had clean clothes to put on. All those who now called on him could notice the changes in the house and were all praised for Prasanna. However, Dharmachandra still went about with a sad face. One day he asked his servant, "I have enough and more of money and am enjoying all comforts, yet all that doesn't bring me any peace of mind. Why, Prasanna? Why don't have any wealth or possessions? And you work hard from morning till evening, still you always keep a smile on your face. How do you manage that?" "Whatever work I do, my master, I find joy in it," Prasanna tried to explain. "I take up everything with pleasure, so I don't have a reason to grieve over anything. But master, I can't find an explanation for your sorrow." Dharmachand then recalled his younger days. "Prasanna, when I was too young, I too did not suffer any sorrow. I had invested only 100 rupees, but my business thrived. Now I am a millionaire, but that hasn't brought me any joy or peace of mind. That's why I chose this place by the banks of the river to live a quite peaceful life. Back home, my business in Dhanapur is being looked after by someone and everything is going smooth." "Then why this feeling of sorrow, master?" Prasanna ventured to ask. "Everything here is taken care of by servants, and there's no dearth for money for any type of expenditure. What more would you want or wish for?" "It's true, Prasanna," said Dharmachand, "but look at that. I have to depend on servants for everything. I don't do any work myself." "But that should not worry you, master," said Prasanna. "By working for you, we all see to it that you lead a peaceful life. We all work for your sake, and that's how it should be, don't you think so?" Prasanna did some plain speaking, though he was not sure how his master would take it or how he would respond. "Take your own case, Prasanna," said Dharmachand. "You don't have any wealth. You work hard to earn some money. It will be only natural that you would wish to make more money." "We are the toiling classes in the world," responded Prasanna, "and we are strong because we are many in number." Dharmachand liked the intelligent way in which his servant responded. He engaged him in conversation that day and on the subsequent days. One day, when he regretted that he never read any literature or learned history, Prasanna said he could even then engage a teacher. Another day, Dharmachand remarked that it was only the rich and wealthy who suffered from illness, to which Prasanna responded that they had enough money to engage doctors and pay for their treatment and medicines. Dharmachand realized that for every problem he posed, Prasanna had some answer or solution. Now he became jealous of his servant. He began getting angry with him. He would also complain against Prasanna to his visitor. One of them suggested, "You try scolding him. You need not wait for an excuse. His smile will fade away and you will feel glad about it." Dharmachand liked the suggestions, so he started scolding Prasanna for anything and everything. He called him a dog one day, another time a cat, donkey, pig, buffalo, fool, and ungrateful. Prasanna merely listened to all this and kept on smiling. Dharmachandra was surprised. Why didn't Prasanna react? Once he even asked him. Prasanna replied, "The dog is loyal to its master, the pig is an incarnation, the donkey is hard-working, the bullock is patient. By calling me all this, you are only praising me. I don't think you are insulting me." He laughed. Dharmachand did not quite like the way Prasanna explained everything and accepted it is an attribute. He now decided that he would insult his servant in front of others. He might learn a lesson then that would wipe away the constant smile from his face. When some prominent people of the place met him, the Dharmachand spoke insultingly of Prasanna, but he was still smiling. Strangely, one of the visitors reacted. He was angry with Dharmachand. He turned to Prasanna and said, "Why should you suffer such insult and continue in his service? Can't you go and get a job somewhere else?" "Whatever work I do, sir, my master is paying me my salary," replied Prasanna, "and he is prompt and he doesn't give me less, and whatever I do is meet for his comfort and to meet his needs. I don't understand for what reason he is scolding me. Anyway, he has not so far asked me to go away. If he were to say that, I shall not remain with him for an extra moment. Everybody cannot talk sweet. If anyone decide to talk ill of you, why should you get perturbed?" Prasanna argued. The smile had not even then left his face. Dharmachand was listening to him carefully. "It's only now that I am able to know why he always appears contented and is always smiling. I have been watching his actions and listening to his talk, and I find that he does everything with sincerity. He doesn't view it as service to another, but as if he is doing it for himself, for his own joy. He doesn't wait to be remunerated or compensated for whatever he does. Therefore, he is not frustrated or disappointed. So much so, in whatever he does, he succeeds. He doesn't have to apprehend any failure. He sees only the bright side of everything, like loyalty in dogs, patience in buffaloes, hard work in donkeys. He doesn't see the bad side of anything, so he has no worry, no sorrow, no grief. Everybody may not have a smiling face like he has, but at least one can make an attempt to emulate him. Dharmachand was never again seen with a sad face. He was fully satisfied with Prasanna as well as the other servants, as he had full faith in them. He had begun visiting Dhanapur every now and then to inquire about his business.